In a garden shed with tools all around, click and turn's magic makes the sweetest sound. Spinning lumber and squinting under the light, crafting decorations until the light.
Hello, Paul from Click and Turn here again for another Monday stroll through the lathe cave. The week's passed by, I have no idea what day it is, but anyway, it's turning day. So, here we are, a week before the Battle of Lewis festival, the Viking punch-up. I'm busy making bowls and such like to sell. So anyway, I've already started a whole load. I've done like 12 this morning or something like that. And I thought, oh, better get the camera out and show you what I'm doing. But here's a couple of what I've done this morning already. Haven't done those bits, but I've done the backs. Greenheart is the wood. I've got another one on the lathe. I'll show you in just a second. And there we are, already on the woodworm screw. Another chunk of Greenheart. And here we go with turning it into a round thing. Oh, have I ever mentioned Nova banjos being rubbish? I give up. I'll come back to you in a sec. Bought this bowl is the biggest split I've seen in all of the bits I've got. I could chuck some CA into it, you never know, but it will stain the wood. Well, let's mark up 100mm jaws. Splitsville. Go. It's a proper problem child, this bit of wood. Oh, let's get the old mask off. So, here we are. Looks a bit better, but I've got to throw some CA all over it. So, before I throw CA all over it, I'm going to throw some shellac all over it, just to try and help stop the CA from staining. And then of course we've got to put some decoration on it, because what's the point of a Viking bowl if you haven't got any decoration on it? You can tell from the lighting it's very sunny outside. Okay. Okay, well that's one of three. See if the thing holds together when we do. But anyway, if it's as strong as Iroko, which I believe it is, we should be okay. There's my centre line. forgot to put my mask on. In fact, it wasn't almost, I did. Forgot to turn the light on for the last bit. Anyway, that's one substantial bowl. That will go through some Viking battles without any problem. Be hitting the other side over the head with it. Well, you'll never guess what time it is. Sanding time. But you know what? Mask is on. It's a dusty old wood. Oh, crikey, can't even get my mask on. There we go. Copious loveliness of oiliness. Followed by some loveliness of waxiness. Here we are then, after another session of turning. There we are. I can't even remember what I said the wood was now. Greenheart, I think. It's a bit like Iroko. Sorry about the lighting today. The sun does cause some challenges. Whoop. There you go. You can go into battle with that. Stuck on your head, you'd be alright, I reckon. No arrow would go through it. So if you've enjoyed today's show, please like, subscribe and do all the other things that you'd normally do on YouTube. And I look forward to seeing you again next week. Ta-ra! Here's a brief lesson on why you wear a mask. The second one that I did destroyed itself. Probably because I got the bottom too thin. Or it was just a big old crack that couldn't stand the pace. It went bang! Oh boy, did it go bang! I thought it made a dent in my roof. Look at that. Killed my roof. I'm glad I don't stand in the firing line. There's another important lesson. Anyway, over and out.
So away, Turner's got a heap of pine. Knots and grains tells the tale of pain. Every twist reveals some dazzling grin.